Welcome to the He's Got Issues DC Comics Edition number 168.2. I'm John Cooney here to preview new DC Comics being released April 8th, 2015, beginning alphabetically with Arrow Season 2.5 number 7. The Arrow and Arsenal take the fight to brother blood, but is Oliver willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to save Felicity from certain death? Next we have Astro City number 22. Starfighter has been enjoying a hero's reward for decades, but with dark forces stirring in the cosmos, will he be called back to action, or are there other paths? A look into the past, present, and future of Astro City's Cosmic Guardian with guest artist Jesus Moreno. We've also got Batman Arkham Knight number 2. Will the Clown Prince of Crime have the last laugh from inside the grave? Find out when Harley Quinn is Batman's only hope to save Commissioner Gordon from the Joker's last will and testament. Next we have Coffin Hill number 17. Children keep murdering their parents as the ghosts of Coffin's past weave their spell around Coffin Hill. It all comes home when Eve is forced to see through the eyes of the one person she least expected to ever have anything in common with, her own mother. We've also got Convergence number 1 of 8. This is it. The entire DC universe, from the dawn of time through the New 52, must fight to survive against a threat that bends the multiverse to its will. Your favorite characters from every era and every forgotten series are all here. But are you going to say hello again just to say goodbye forever? The stakes have never been higher as the heroes of Crisis, Zero Hour, Elseworlds, and more are brought together for Convergence. In the first issue of this weekly series, Brainiac has collected cities of doomed and forgotten worlds who must battle each other, and the losers will be destroyed. But why is he forcing this conflict? Join the refugees from Earth 2 as they unlock the truth behind this world that exists outside time and space and is very much alive. Is Brainiac really in control, or is this planet named Telos an unparalleled force of evil? This extra-sized issue is packed with twists and turns and appearances you never thought you'd see, including the heroes from the hit series Injustice. Next we have Convergence Batgirl number 1 of 2, starring heroes from the pre-Flashpoint DCU. After a year living under the confinement of the Dome, Stephanie Brown isn't sure she wants to be Batgirl again, but when she's attacked by Catman and Gorilla Grodd from the world of Flashpoint, she's forced to use the cape and cowl to fight alongside Red Robin and Cassandra Cain. We've also got Convergence Batman and Robin number 1 of 2, starring heroes from the pre-Flashpoint DCU. Being trapped in a doomed city makes a tense, inescapable family reunion as Batman struggles to keep the friction between Damian Wayne and Jason Todd from exploding. Next we have Convergence Harley Quinn number 1 of 2. Life for Harley Quinn has become downright normal over the last year. Will she be ready to go nuts when Catwoman and Poison Ivy draft her to fight Captain Carrot? We've also got Convergence Justice League number 1 of 2. The Justice League story you never expected to see begins when Supergirl, Zatanna, Vixen, and Jade attend Jesse Quick's baby shower, which quickly turns into life and death struggle with Flashpoint Aquaman. Next we have Convergence Nightwing Oracle number 1 of 2. Just as they've finally been reunited, the romance between Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon is sentenced to execution by Flashpoint Hawkman and Hawkwoman. We've also got Convergence Speed Force number 1 of 2. The fastest family alive loses its power as Wally West and his kids face an uncertain future while trapped away from home. Will they be able to outrun the chaos that follows the arrival of Flashpoint Wonder Woman? Plus, don't miss the most unexpected Zoo Crew character of all. Next, we have Convergence Superman number 1 of 2. A powerless Superman is called upon to protect Gotham City and his pregnant wife, Lois Lane. We've also got Convergence The Atom number 1 of 2. There's a mysterious voice in Ray Palmer's head. Does that mean the Atom is going mad? To find out what's really going on, he'll have to go down a road that will pit him against the ever-deadly Deathstroke. Next we have Convergence The Question number 1 of 2. Two-Face is fighting another world's Harvey Dent. It's up to Renee Montoya as the Question to help him beat the odds. We've also got Convergence Titans number 1 of 2. Starfire and Donna Troy track down Arsenal, who has retreated after the loss of his arm and the death of his daughter, but what they find is more terrifying than they ever could have expected. Next we have Fables, The Wolf Among Us number 4. Bigby's search for clues leads him to a bar stool at the Trip Trap where he gets conflicting history lessons from Glenn and the Woodsman. It's exactly like Rashomon, right down to the bloody brawl with a giant swamp monster 10 feet away from a clogged men's room toilet. And by the end of this pivotal issue, the mystery will be deeper and darker than Bigby and Snow ever could have seen coming. We've also got Mortal Kombat X number 5. Scorpion and Takeda's search for Sub-Zero leads them to find an entire city that's been frozen solid. Meanwhile, Sonya and Johnny's quest to rescue their daughter is interrupted by the Outworld Civil War and a Shokin uprising led by Kintaro. The Mortal Kombat X comic series is the prequel story to the upcoming Mortal Kombat X game, NetherRealm Studios' next highly anticipated installment in its legendary, critically acclaimed fighting game franchise. The game will be available April 14th, 2015. And we've got Scooby-Doo Where Are You number 56. The gang in the Mystery Machine decides to stay at Hotel Hush to find out if it's really haunted by the ghost of its old caretaker, Mrs. Clangor. But as they try to uncover her secret passageways, which, legend has it, leads to a dungeon where she locks up noisy guests, Velma goes missing. Can the rest of the gang figure out the secret of Hotel Hush before it's too late, or will they all disappear one by one too? Out in trades this week, we've got Astro City Family Album Trade Paperback New Edition. Every family has treasured memories, and isn't that what a family album is for? You're invited to share in some of Astro City's greatest memories, from the wonder and terror experienced by a family new in town, to a world-famous superhero's first day at school, to a crime fighter and his wife facing momentous decisions about the future. Don't miss this new edition of the classic Astro City collection, featuring a new cover by Alex Ross. Next, we have Deathstroke the Terminator Volume 1 Assassin Trade Paperback. In these tales from Deathstroke the Terminator 1 through 9 and the New Titans number 70, Deathstroke hunts for the man who tried to kill his ex-wife, the man called the Ravager. Then someone is knocking off the crime bosses of Gotham City. It's up to Deathstroke to eliminate the competition, but Batman doesn't take kindly to intruders on his turf. We've also got Harley Quinn Volume 1 Hot in the City trade paperback, the sensational series that gave Harley Quinn her own New 52 spotlight. Don't miss Harley's big move to Coney Island as she becomes a roller derby queen, all while she carries on in her criminal career, collecting issues number 0 through 8. Next, we have Harley Quinn Volume 2 Power Outage hardcover. The first rule of Skate Club is, you do not miss with the Mistress of Mayhem. Harley stumbles across an underground fight club where big money equals big body counts. She's in, and she's making Cy Borgman her agent. Plus, what would happen if the demented clown princess of crime visited the most popular Comic-Con out there, and Harley attempts to rescue Poison Ivy with smelly results. Collects Harley Quinn number 9 through 13, Harley Quinn Future's End number 1, A Story from Secret Origins number 4, and the star-studded Harley Quinn Invades Comic-Con International San Diego number 1. We've also got Mortal Kombat X Volume 1 trade paperback. Get over here for an all-new digital first series set before the events of 2015's highly anticipated game Mortal Kombat X. Prepare yourself for the brutal adventures of all your favorite Mortal Kombat characters and witness the rise of the next generation of combatants. As Scorpion and his newest companion set off in deadly pursuit of Raiden, Cassie Cage finds herself in an illegal MMA deathmatch. Is she ready for her first taste of Mortal Kombat? Collects issues 1 through 4 of the new series. Next, we have Orion by Walter Simonson Omnibus Edition hardcover. Legendary writer-artist Walter Simonson takes on Jack Kirby's Fourth World. These tales star the heroes and villains of the Fourth World as Darkseid seeks the anti-life equation and Orion battles to stop him. Collects Orion 1 through 25 and stories from Jack Kirby's Fourth World 9 through 11 and 13. And we have Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman Volume 1 trade paperback. This new Wonder Woman series begins when Oracle calls for help after the entire Bat family is sidelined, and when Wonder Woman steps into the breach, Gotham City's criminals get the surprise of their lives. Plus, Wonder Woman battles an other-dimensional science villain, meets Ra's al Ghul, and accepts a covert mission from Queen Hippolyta that takes her to Apocalypse. Collect Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman number 1 through 5. Okay, so that's it for DC this week, but of course there's still plenty of other books out this week too, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Instagram to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.